Okay, YouTube statistics tells me that nobody is actually watching past the 30-second mark. So I'm just going to tell you here, right at the start, how you can remove duplicate values from a list, which is this code that I've written right here. For those of you that would like to go into it in more detail and break it down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I have a list here, which has lots and lots of duplicate values, as you can see. We've got a bunch of 4s, we've got a bunch of 3s in here. And we are going to write a function that is going to remove those duplicate values. So let's start with define, and when you're writing functions, always make sure you use verbs, because this is going to give the person reading your code the best idea of what your function actually does. So we're going to say define remove duplicate values, and we're going to take my list here as the argument for our function. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the list with a for loop, and we're basically going to add new values to an empty list, and then we're going to return that new list at the end. So let's say new list equals, and it's just an empty list, for I in my list. So I is going to run through our list here. I'm going to say if I not in new list append I. So what's going to happen is I is going to run through every single one of these items in our list here. If the item doesn't already exist in this list, it's going to append that item to the list. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. And we go here and we go return new list. Then I'm going to call that function. So my list okay. And sure enough, here is our output. And as you can see, all of those extra 4s and extra 3s are now gone. We only have the 1 3 and the 1 4 in our output here. Now, to show that this is in fact working, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say removed items equals a list with no items in it. And I'm going to say else, not print, sorry. I'm going to say removed items append I. So what this is going to do is if the item doesn't already exist, it's going to add it to this list here. If it does already exist, it's going to add it to this removed items list. So I'm just going to come down here. For the sake of clarity, I'm going to print removed items, and I'm going to run that function one more time. So here we have a list that contains all of the duplicate values that have been removed from the list through our function. And then here we have the returned new list as per the function being called. Hope that was useful for everybody, and have a great day.